Hello students. Welcome back to my online class again. How are you? I hope you're having a good time with your family. It's Saturday and I'm making this video. Today we're going to continue lesson 2, topic 2, places around the world. In this topic, we are going to talk about places. Places that are very important, very famous places. There are many wonderful places in Korea. One of my favorite places is Gyeongju, Pulguksa, and I love Haeundae Beach. There are many other famous places in Korea. Please let me know what are your favorite places in Korea. Okay, let's get started. Are you ready? Okay, so A, it says, which place do you like the best? Talk with your friends. So if you look at this map, you can see many famous places around the world. Let's explore one by one each place. We're going to use some of the video clips to make you more understand the place and the beauty of that place. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1 is the Louvre, France. Yes, it's a museum in France. It's one of the biggest museums. If you have a chance to go to France, please visit the Louvre. Number 2, the Great Wall, China. We also call it the Great Wall of China. Let's look at the video and experience how big and how long is this wall is.
The walls built at different times were often built with different materials, everything from packed dirt or wood to stone and brick. These walls were meant to protect China from invasion. New construction on the wall ended in 1644. At its height, the Great Wall stretched more than 13,000 miles, or about 22,000 kilometers in total length, making it the longest structure ever built by humans. In some places, the walls were 30 feet or 9 meters thick, and 25 feet or 7.5 meters tall, and it was studded with as many as 25,000 watchtowers. You may have heard that the Great Wall is so big that it can be seen from...
Have you ever been there? I really want to go, but after COVID-19. Number 3, Times Square, US. Right, student? If you go to New York, you cannot miss this place. Times Square. It's a place, it's a square with lots of electronic billboards.
Located just south of Central Park in Midtown Manhattan, Times Square is the hub of the New York Theater District and one of the most iconic locales in the world. Originally Longacre Square, the name Times Square was coined after the relocation of the New York Times to 42nd Street in 1904. Just weeks later, the first electrified commercial
Topkapi Palace, Turkey. One of my favorite places in Turkey. Look at the video and then we're going to
Good morning and welcome to the main entrance to the Topkapi Palace here in beautiful Istanbul, Turkey. To be the private chambers for the Sultan's mother, wives, and family. The colorful rooms and detailed walls are an incredible sight.
Topkapi Palace is one of the iconic places in Turkey. Let's move on to our last one, Harbour Bridge, Australia. Yes, look at the video and then let me know how do you like this bridge.
The Sydney Harbour Bridge is an iconic part of Sydney's skyline and Australia's image in general. Nicknamed the Coat Hanger, this steel-through arch bridge is among the world's tallest and widest of its kind. The bridge connects Sydney's central business district and the North Shore. The bridge has rail, automobile, bike, and pedestrian traffic and continues to be a tourist and lookout attraction.
So how was it? Wonderful, right? On this bridge, they can do everything. It has a cycling course, walking course, train, subway, car. Yeah, it has everything on this bridge. What do you think about this place, student? Which one is your favorite? When we are going to meet next time, I'm going to ask you your favorite place. So please be prepared. And whenever you watch my video, keep your book ready with you on the desk and your handout. I know you already got your handout. This is very important. You have to watch my video, you have to do your worksheet, and on your book, you have to check. So when you come to my class, please do not forget to bring my worksheet because that is how we're going to practice. I hope you are listening me carefully. So let's move on to 2. It says, listen and find. Listen and find. Which place is the boy going to visit on the map? So there is a map and we talked about it and we watched videos about it. Which place is the boy going to visit on the map? So listen to the dialogue carefully and then on your book, please check. Are you ready? Let's do it. And the girl says, what are you going to do this summer vacation? And the boy says, I'm going to visit Turkey. I'm going to visit Turkey. There is a beautiful palace there. So this is our pattern dialogue. I'm going to ask you, the summer vacation is in 2 months. It's April, May, June, July. 3 months later, we're going to have a summer vacation. What are you going to do this summer vacation? If you ask me, I want to go all these places. The museum, the Louvre Museum, the Great Wall, Times Square, Topkapi Palace, and Harbour Bridge. What is your favorite? So, what is the answer? Where is the boy going to visit? Right, student. He is going to visit Topkapi Palace, Turkey. He's going to visit there. So let's move on to our second part. Listen and choose. You can see 3 pictures. The first one is beach. Number 2, fish market. And number 3, mountain. What is the girl going to do in Sokcho? Student, have you ever been to Sokcho? No? Yes? Please let me know. What was your favorite place in Sokcho? So in these three pictures, we are going to choose two answers, two pictures. So are you ready to listen? And the girl says, I'm going to take a trip to Sokcho this weekend. Please focus on the expression take a trip. Take a trip. When we want to travel, we said I'm going to take a trip or I'm going to go on a trip. These two ways we're going to express this trip, okay? Actually, trip has two meanings. One is travel and the other meaning is to trip. It's mean to fall down. Maybe you have seen some Academy Award and you see the red carpet. And when the ladies, the TV actor or actresses, when they walk on the red carpet, sometimes they trip on the carpet because their dress is very long, they can fall down. Or when you go hiking, when you hike on the mountain, it's very slippery. So your mom or your dad or your friend says, be careful, do not trip. So trip has another meaning. But today we are going to talk about travel, right? So I'm going to take a trip to Sokcho this weekend. And the boy says, wow, what are you going to do there? And the girl says, first, I'm going to eat fresh fish. Right, student. Sokcho is very popular for fish market. If you go there, don't miss that. Fresh fish. It's always wonderful to eat fresh fish. And she says, there is a good fish market in Sokcho. So I'm going to visit it. Do you like fish? I know your answer. Okay, so let's move on. And the boy says, that sounds good. Are you going to go to the beach too? And she says, no, I'm going to go hiking. I'm going to go hiking. She says, there is a famous mountain, Soraksan, there. Wow, I want to go Soraksan someday. Do you like hiking, students? I know many of the students do not like to go hiking, but it is very good for your health. So what are the two answers there? Where is she going to go in Sokcho? Right, student. She's going to go to the fish market and she's going to go hiking where? She's going to go hiking in Soraksan mountain. Please check on your book both answers and we are going to move on. Listen and speak. Part C. Which place are the boy and the girl talking about? If you look at the map, it says London City Tour. So today we are going to do the tour of London. I love to go to London. There are so many good places to see there. Have you been to London? Do you like to go to London? I hope if you have a chance, please go to London. There are many beautiful places to see there. So A, it says the British Museum. Yes, the British Museum is the most famous place in London. Anyone that goes to London, they always try to visit the British Museum. Let's watch a video clip about British Museum.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jay with Island Hopper TV. Today we're going to take a look at the British Museum, one of the most impressive museums I have ever visited. One of the world's largest collections of human history, art, and culture. The British Museum has over 8 million works.
B. Hyde Park. Yes, Hyde Park is a really big park in London. It is so lush green. If you go there, you can enjoy fresh air and you can enjoy walking there. It's a wonderful place to read a book, to walk, and to enjoy the nature. C. Buckingham Palace. Wow. It's a really huge palace in London. It's so beautiful from inside. You will be amazed. So put it on your bucket list. Student, what is bucket list? Bucket list means the things that we wish to do. A list of things that we want to do in the future. So we call it bucket list. And D is Big Ben. I know every one of you know the Big Ben, the big clock tower. And E is a tower bridge, a fascinating, awesome bridge. I love that bridge. If you walk on that bridge, you will love it. Especially at night, you can see its color. So let's look at the dialogue and then choose the answer. What are the girl and the boys are talking about? And the girl says, I'm finally in London. It's wonderful, Josh. And the boy says, welcome, Sumin. I'll show you around. And the girl says, thank you. Are there any good places for tourists in London? And the boy says, yes, there are many great museums here. We are going to visit the British Museum first. And the girl says, okay, what can I see there? And the boy says, there are a lot of historical things from around the world. Around the world, there are so many collections in the British Museum. And the boy says, you can see them for free. Wow, no ticket, free. And the girl says, great, I am so excited. Students, do you like to go to the museum? Which museum is your favorite? There are many museums in Kimé too, right? Have you ever been to that museum? I've been to 2 or 3 museums in Kimé. So what is the answer? Right, B is the answer. They are going to visit the British Museum first. Good job, student. Let's move on to 2. Listen and speak. Listen again and fill in the blanks. Practice the dialogue. And the girl says, blank, any good places for tourists in London? And the boy says, yes, blank. Can you fill in the blanks? Let's do together. Are there any good places for tourists in London? And the boy says, yes, there are many great museums here. Good job, student. Well done. So please fill in the blanks in your book. Do not forget. And now it's the time for my worksheet. I'm always excited about the worksheet because we can summarize all our lesson from this worksheet. So on the top it says places around the world. Talking about places, there are many wonderful places in Korea. Underneath there is a translation for you. You remember our first dialogue? You need to write down and translate that. You need to translate that. And under that, I prepare kind of a matching the picture with the name of the place and from which country. So you are going to connect that. You're going to match that. I did for number 1, the Louvre Museum, and it's in France. So you have to do the Great Wall and Times Square, Topkapi Palace, and the Harbor Bridge. You have to connect all this. And on the other side, these are the important dialogue that you need to write down. On the top it says, what are you going to do this summer vacation? A simple question. I'm going to visit blank. There is the blank there. Look at number 1, China, the Great Wall, because that is the only big wall in the world. So we said the Great Wall. Please do not forget to add the. And it says, what are you going to do this summer vacation? And B says, I'm going to visit China. There is the Great Wall there. Okay, it's very simple. You can see there's number 2, France, the Louvre Museum, the US, Times Square, Australia, Harbor Bridge. I know you can do it, student. You guys are very smart. And I'm so happy that whenever I ask you a question, you always give me an answer. So we're going to improve our speaking skill when you bring your worksheet in the classroom. Okay? So Please find out your favorite places in Korea and around the world. Where do you want to visit? What is your bucket list? So I'm going to end this lesson here. We learned so many beautiful places and we learned the expression, what are you going to do this summer vacation? And we have seen many clips. I hope you enjoy my lesson today. And as always, keep your mask on when you go outside. Wash your hands several times. Keep the social distancing. The corona is getting bad. So please be careful. Exercise at home. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, student. See you soon.